Hey everybody, this is Grace. I'm on my way to yet another grocery store. This one is new to me. I guess it's been there for years. I have no idea. And I don't even think I've ever seen it before. So hopefully I'll be able to find it. Of course, I looked on the map. I looked on Google. I Googled it. And I wonder if people still have paper maps. I think it's very important to have them. But I don't have one in my SUV. Yeah, you know, in case you get lost and you're out in the boonies and there's no connection and all that. I wonder how many people know how to use them. I did, because we traveled a lot. We did a lot of road trips when we were younger. A whole lot. We moved to a lot of, I lived in so many states and lived in so many places. Several places in each state. Some of them. Anyway, I wanted to go there and see if I, once again, smell that odor. Okay, and I found, I guess, a couple or so that I don't smell it, that odor. I'm not really sure which one. Well, I'm pretty sure. But both of them had one of them had a problem. And that is that I don't accept this of making people work for them, basically. Check, you know, whatever chain. I've been to several. But making people check themselves out, do the self-checkout, no. Okay, and I have said this. I had said this, I don't know how many years ago, that they start this stuff and before you know it, that's what it's going to be. And they're going to shame people, say, oh, you have a high sense of entitlement or something like that if you want somebody to check you out. Also, people with disabilities, or not disabilities, but challenges or differences or whatever, they would need help. Sometimes it's an elderly person, okay, or someone with some kind of cognitive, impairment, and then they're going to be embarrassed. That's going to bring about embarrassment for them. Because Adam and I had that happen to us recently at one of these stores. They said, the guy turned around and he said, do you two need, he was a young guy, need to be checked out? And it was just him asking, because we were confused. We haven't seen that there before, and we were just looking to see if there was somebody to check us out. And I'm not good at those self-checkouts. I mean, it's not like it's a rocket science, but still, yeah, I've had more than one screw up on me. And, I mean, the thing about it is, as I've said before, whenever I would go there, it's like, why does this happen to me? I know why it happens to me. Things happen to me. But I'd have to wait for somebody to come and help, it would take much longer than if they had just done it themselves. And I just don't like that whole thing of so much of culture, changes like that, and that it makes money for the corporations, but taxes the people. I'm all about the people. We the people. My master's degree is in sociology, and I know there will be people coming up now that won't know the difference. They won't know that things like there was actually full service at gas stations. They actually would check your oil and they tap it off, what they call tap it off or something, for free. Sometimes they charge depending on how much was needed, but there was actually some customer service. That's becoming a thing of the past too, in my view, and it could be just in my view. So, okay, and when I say my view, I mean quite literally, both ways, literally and figuratively. Yeah, because what I see actually in my environment. Yeah, but I don't like this. I don't like that so much has changed so fast. And I also feel like, these are things that are being taught, and they're taught to people in ways that it could just be, it just happens to be. There was a school zone there, and yesterday I was out and I saw a school zone, and I'm like, I knew the lights weren't on. And that caused me to have to read. I decided to read a lot about this, but I'm still doing the right thing. But the lights weren't on. But then I saw the sign that had changed. I'm fairly certain they changed that sign recently. I've driven there so many times. And over so many years, like 20, over 20. And it changed, and it usually that does not mean always. Usually it's I need to get over to that lane just in case. But usually it's an hour long, you know, whatever time, like in the morning, an hour long, that it says that's the zone, and that's when you see the lights and all that stuff. This one said almost 2 hours. It was, I think, 2:30 to 4:15. I'm like, what? Usually it's 2:30 to 3:30, the second one. I'm like, I didn't even check the first one. I'm like, what's going on there? That's just, that's so odd. You know, an hour and 45 minutes. Wow, you know. So I checked this one, and this one also, that's the second one I've checked, and it says 2:30 to 3:30 in the second one, the last one. So I have no idea. I'm glad I changed lanes. I really am glad I changed lanes. Look at all that. They need to fix that. That's just too much, really. Okay, anyway, we're basically, let me get back to this part. We're basically taught things like, and I remember as a child, okay, maybe a teenager or preteen, thinking about, why is it always these, you know, back then as a child, I was probably thinking in terms of these big companies, these big stores, these big whatever. Really, it was probably corporations. But I was thinking, why do we always have to feel sorry for them? You know, and not us, you know, the people. You know, the ones that aren't wealthy, the ones that aren't, you know, well, you need to make up your mind where you're going. But you see what I'm saying? When I was a child, I thought that way. And I've always felt that way. Not a conspiracy theory, just something that I had noticed, you know, from childhood, that everything seemed like to be pushed in a way, you know, you feel sorry for these big corporations. You know, oh, they can't find people to hire, so they're having to do it on a, you know, this other way. No, I personally think that they can. They just don't want to. It's a different way of downsizing, like I went through downsizing, you know. And just another way, this way they don't get so much thrown at them. I could be wrong. Did I mention I'm a sociologist and I taught at college and university? And I have a genius IQ. Still can be wrong. But yeah, let's think about that. How many of you know are people who looking for jobs, or maybe they have kids looking for jobs or whatever, or you go to these places and they really don't have many people working there, but you think nobody wants to take in they're offering much more than before, you know, yeah, for people to work there. And you just think, you wonder, is this true that they can't find people to hire? When have they ever not been able to find people to hire? Let's really think about it. But we're being bought and sold, you know, by some people, into this idea of that they've found alternative ways of making money. Want to clue me in on that? Oh, they're going to get online. You really want to clue me in on that again? How many people really get money enough to survive from online? Really? Anybody I see there, most of them have jobs on top of it. So I'm not buying into it. I don't buy into BS. I tend not to. I'm not perfect. So, no, you got to feel sorry for the corporation, not for the people who are starving, who are paying crazy prices, who go to get something and the people don't know what they're doing because, well, what happened to training? You know, actually training. I remember back in 2010, somewhere around there, yeah, I think it was 2010 or maybe a little before, and I went to a part-time job and they just stuck me out there. I was working at another job, but I wanted a Christmas part-time, and I had worked there when I was a teenager, and I'm not going to say which one, but they just stuck me on the register, and I'm like, I lasted maybe an hour or so, and I said, screw this, I'm out of here. what was training? Huh? You know, stick you on the register to show you a few keys. Probably didn't even take an hour. Just a few keys. And then walk away. Whoa, that's training? I had worked there when I was a teenager, like I said, and no, you didn't. That was not how you train people. And it's never been. I'm not the only person who's ever worked that I know. You would take weeks sometimes to train people and have, you know, regular different trainings and such, but not there. Not then, not there. I don't know if this is it or not. Could be. Let me see. I think it is, because they have a place here that was called Plato something. It was an odd name for someplace. There it is. Yep, I want to go in. Okay, I don't know what it is, but there's a car next to me, and they must have just, you know, driven in so fast, and then they just stopped. They drove in to the parking spot from the other direction, you know, where they're facing the other direction, and they drove and they parked it. It's way out in the road, whatever you would call it. It's not a road, but the lane of it, whatever. It's way out in it, and I had to work my way around it. And by the way, that name of that place is Plato's Closet. Oh yeah, okay. But anyway, now I'm gonna go in.